And today, many Ukrainians celebrated Christmas. That would normally happen on January 7th, but not this year.
I want to talk about the true meaning of Christmas. It gets thrown around a lot, but there's one place where Christmas means something, and that's in Ukraine.
On this holy night, not all is calm, not all is bright in Ukraine. The intense fighting continues. Ukrainian forces fire what they call presents at the Russians. In Bakhmut, soldiers keep the Christmas spirit alive, decorating a tree to the melody of artillery. Fear replaces holiday cheer on the city's deadly streets. This resident says we have to survive and keep on living. While on the front line further north, carol singers add a splash of color to these soldiers' dull, war-torn world. This man says he's thankful for the distraction, even if it was brief.
It's a dark Christmas. It's a cold Christmas. And you better believe it's cold in Ukraine. But like Washington at Valley Forge, they will endure. They will see the next Christmas. And the next Christmas, it will not be dark. And there will not be a Russian in sight. Ukraine's going to win this war. And in spirit like that, needs to remind everybody on earth what Christmas is all about.
In May, Polish President Duda spoke to the Ukrainian parliament in person, the first foreign leader to do so since the war began. He stressed his support for Ukraine's request to join the European Union and criticized those in Europe who suggested that Ukraine accept some of Russian President Vladimir Putin's demands. In his view, any territorial concession to Russia would be the blow to the entire Western world.
Christmas is about helping those who can't help themselves.
In 2022, Poland became one of Ukraine's main military supporters and, along with fellow Baltic states, a lobbyist for Kiev's integration into EU and NATO. Warsaw's strong support for Ukraine contributed to an improvement in what had been a period of fairly bumpy relations with Washington.
U.S. President Joseph Biden visited Poland in March, meeting Ukrainian refugees and American troops on the ground. During his trip, he asserted the United States' strategic goal of supporting Ukraine's fight for democracy and self-determination and identified Poland as an important battlefield in the struggle for freedom and security in Europe.
Russia wanted less of a NATO presence on his border, but now he has a stronger presence, a larger presence, with over 100,000 American troops here, along with all the other members of NATO.
The United States and Poland have both contributed financially to Ukraine. According to the Kale Institute for the World Economy, between January 24th and October 3rd, the U.S. pledged nearly $55 billion in military, humanitarian, and financial aid to Ukraine, while Poland pledged nearly $3 billion. With Polish territory being a base for Ukrainian support, Poland has become an indispensable U.S. ally for European security.
Mary and Joseph, we're about to have a baby. And there was no place for them in the inn. And Jesus was born in a trough. Let's extend our hand to the modern day Mary and Josephs that need a place to stay. In the spirit of Christmas, don't send them to a manger. It's time to open our doors to help Ukraine beyond just saying that we support them. Let's make room at the inn, y'all. We have room. I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Y'all take it easy. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.